And breaking developments late last week in the Virginia Attorney General race after shocking text messages that the Democratic candidate Jay Jones sent in 2022, not that long ago, came to light, including several in which he's fantasizing about assassinating the Speaker of the Virginia House, Todd Gilbert, going as far as to say that if he was in a room with Gilbert, Hitler, Pol Pot, and had only two bullets, he would shoot Gilbert twice. Really? Immediately before that, he wrote, quote, "If those guys die before me, I will go to their funerals to piss on their graves." And sadly, they got worse because more disgusting messages show him attacking Gilbert's children, calling them fascists and saying that he hoped that they would die because, quote, "only when people feel pain personally do they move on policy." And one source is telling the National Review he suggested on a phone call that he wished Gilbert's wife could watch her children die in her arms. Now, the messages sparked widespread outrage with Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin. He'll join us in a minute. President Donald J. Trump, Lieutenant Governor and gubernatorial candidate Winsome Sears, all calling on Democrats to push Jay Jones off the ticket, calling the text, quote, beyond disqualifying. The silence from Democrats in the Commonwealth of Virginia has been deafening, and now, with less than a month until Election Day, the messages are now threatening a major shakeup in that bellwether state in those races. Abigail Spanberger did put out a weak statement condemning generally political violence and violent rhetoric. But she stopped short. She wasn't courageous. She would not call on Jay Jones to drop out of the race. Even liberal Joe was saying they should drop out. We reached out to her campaign. Shockingly, they did not respond to our request for a comment. Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin is here with more. The silence on this from Democrats in the Commonwealth, to me, is repulsive and deafening. What's going on there?
It is repulsive and deafening, Sean. And again, we have the Democrat candidate for Attorney General, the top cop in the state, wanting to put two bullets in a political adversary's head, wanting his 2-year-old and 5-year-old children to die. And finally today, what also came out is he's advocating for there to be a few cops who would be killed. I mean, this is unbelievable stuff. And yet the Democrat leadership, both in the state and at the national level, has yet to call for him to step out of this race in disgrace. Abigail Spanberger gave a weak comment and has yet to say, drop out, Jay Jones. And yet, Sean, remember this. Back when the previous governor of Virginia had his blackface scandal, within 24 hours, Congresswoman Abigail Spanberger called for him to resign. Well, here we have her running mate, who wants to have children die, a 2-year-old and a 5-year-old, put bullets in the head of a political adversary and wants police officers to die. And all she can say is he must apologize. And then they are out campaigning. Tim Kaine supported him this weekend. Congressman Vindman came back and re-endorsed him. And they're out raising money for this guy. At the end of the day, this is the Democrat Party today that is just fine with political violence as long as it doesn't inconvenience them. The bottom line is we've got to stand strong as Virginians and get to the polls and make sure that everyone understands Virginia cannot have this. We cannot have leaders who would either advocate for this or accept it. And that's what they have done. And that's why I'm asking everybody, get out and vote and make your voice heard. And by the way, also, we've got to support these candidates, Sean. Winsome Sears, go to winsomesears.com. Go to jasonmiares.com. And Carrie Corner. Carrie Corner is the delegate, Sean, who came forth and really exposed to Virginians the real Jay Jones. And now they are targeting her race as their #1 beat. They want to actually have retribution on her because she showed Virginians the real character of Jay Jones. So I'd ask everybody, please support these candidates and let's get out and vote.
It was a big issue 4 years ago in Loudoun County that helped propel you to office in the Commonwealth. A new report, Abigail Spanberger, apparently she stumbled badly in the case of Richard Cox, this biological man claiming transgender status, who's exploited local bathroom laws, repeatedly exposing himself to women and children in Northern Virginia locker rooms. they have no intention of charging that guy?
No, here's the issue, Sean, which is she actually has come out and supported biological men in girls' bathrooms, young girls' bathrooms. And I just say to every mother out there, this is your daughter. And you want a man who is a sex predator able to claim he's transgender and go into the bathroom with your daughter? She's on the wrong side of every issue, Sean. She's on the wrong side of every single issue. She wants to make Virginia a sanctuary state. She wants men in girls' locker rooms and men in girls' sports. She won't condemn Jay Jones and tell him to get out of this race in disgrace. And that's why Virginians have to come together and make sure that we elect Winsome Earl-Sears as our next governor.
Yeah, and your attorney general candidate is very impressive. I interviewed him earlier today. Governor Youngkin, thank you.